Hello everyone, my name is Julio Prajnadhika. I'm from SMK Budi Dharma, Dumai. And today I'm going to storytelling about modern way Kiai Haji Bisri Syansuri defend independent Buddhist knowledge. Haji Bisri Syansuri is a scholar who has been instrumental in establishing Nahdlatul Ulama and maintaining Indonesian independence. He is also the founder and caretaker of the Mambaul Makarif, the Nanyar Islamic boarding school, Jombang. Kiai Haji Bisri Syansuri was born in Tayu village, Pati Regency, Central Java province on 18 September 1886. He is the third child of the couple Kiai Haji Syansuri and Nial Maria. When studying in Mecca, Kiai Haji Bisri Syansuri was matched by a scholar, namely Kiai Haji Wahab Basmullah, with the ulama's younger sibling named Nyai Nur Khadijah. After returning to their homeland, Kiai Haji Bisri Syansuri and his wife opened the Mambal Ma'arif Islamic boarding school. This school later becoming the first boarding school on the island of Java to open huts for women. Starts from here until finally Kiai Haji Bisri Syansuri could become someone who plays an active role in defending Indonesian independence. During the Japanese occupation, Kiai Haji Bisri Syansuri is involved in national defense, namely being the chief of staff of the East Java or Lama headquarters, based in Waru near Surabaya, who had already turned 50 years old, did not reduce his mobility and agility in physical movement at all. Retired General Abdul Haris Nasution provided information that Kiai Bisri Syansuri was still conducting consultation with military commanders in the battle areas in Surabaya to Jombang, such as Oversteek Retarto and so on, even after the first class. What motivated Kiai Bisri to jump into the military struggle directly, namely the issuance of the fatwa by his beloved teacher, Kiai Hasrid Asyarid, regarding the law of grand jihad and the struggle in the way of Allah for the struggle to win and defend independence. It is clear how decision in the field of fiqh can actually motivate great action even with considering sacrifice. In this case, Kiai Bisri devoted himself to the Nahdlatul Ulama organization and the task of educating his students directly. The independent also provided a new stage in the life of Kiai Bisri, namely his involvement as command chief of staff to become a liaison between the mass movement mobilized by Bung Tomo and the Kiai from East Java ahead of the event of 10th November in Surabaya. Fatwa against the Dutch. In 1946, he was involved in the government institution, starting to becoming a member of the Central Indonesian National Committee, representing the Masumi element, where Nahdlatul Ulama was politically incorporated. The guerrilla war that had temporarily disbanded his boarding school had stopped his involvement in the government institution. But this involvement was continued in the membership of the Constituent Assembly in 1955 to 1959. After the Constituent Assembly, as the result of the first general election, was dissolved. Not long after that, the House of Representatives was also dissolved. The political crisis in the country that gave rise to the Gotong Royong House of Representatives. This raised pros and cons among the public and within Nahdlatul Ulama itself. Some opinion reject the House of Representatives Gotong Royong and fight alongside the arena. That's all of my storytelling about Kias Haji Bisri Syansuri. I'm sorry if there's any mistake from my word. And that's all for today. Thank you and goodbye.